Welcome back to American Graduate Day. I'm Stone Phillips, continuing our conversation here on STEAM learning. You know, science begins with a sense of wonderment about the world that comes instinctively to young children. All the more reason to start early with 4th, 5th, and 6th graders, opening their eyes to the wonders of nature, letting their natural curiosity and questions guide them into scientific inquiry and experimentation. That's the thinking behind one of several innovative STEAM programs now being run by 4-H clubs. On the Wild Side provides lower-income city kids with hands-on experiences in nature to help these youngsters unleash their inner scientist. You know, as they say in natural science circles, no child left inside. Get them out there where science is happening. Joining me in the studio is Marianne Bird, founder of the first On the Wild Side program out in Sacramento, California. Also with us, co-founder Gayle Craggs and Bonnie Lindgren. Bonnie's a former teen leader in the program and currently a freshman at Carleton College in Minnesota. And welcome to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Marianne, let me start with you. What inspired you to come up with this idea and how does the program work?
Well, really the inspiration behind it is not only to build science literacy and an appreciation of the outdoors for kids from urban settings, but really to help them to feel a sense of stewardship for the environment. And that only happens, you only understand things that you get to experience. So, really understand it on a deep level. So our 4-H on the Wild Side program happens in a camp setting over weekends. And we train teenagers, we recruit and train teenagers like Bonnie, who volunteer their time to research and put together lessons for the 4th, 5th, and 6th graders who come up to share the stars and the songs for the
And
weekend.
these are kind of first-time experiences for a lot of these kids.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And the amazement and the wonderment of these kids when they see the Milky Way for the first time, or oftentimes we'll have them explore the wildlife in the lake, and they'll be out there with the fish nets and scooping up guppies and all different larvae, and they're looking at them through the hand lenses and just really feeling a sense of marvel over things that they don't normally have a chance to learn about themselves. So,
Gayle, you're a kindergarten teacher with some background in science and nature programs. Mm-hmm. How does experiencing nature engage these kids scientifically?
I think just like Marianne was saying, being amongst nature and in nature, you're able to see the wonder of it. And when you're in a classroom, you don't have that. You don't have that hands-on experience. Yes, a teacher can bring some things in to help with that, but being right out in the midst of it is amazing.
So what kind of experiments do they do?
At the camp?
Yeah.
Well, we do testing of water testing for the pH in the lake, and we find out whether it's acidic or basic, different things like that. So they also do lots of hiking with exploration, and we have other types of things that they do. I can't think of any right now. Sorry.
Bonnie, what made you decide to get involved with this program?
Well, I heard about the program through a family friend, and I decided it sounded pretty cool. And I came to the meeting, and I didn't know anybody my age, and I was very shy. I used to be a very, very shy person. But everybody seemed really nice and really passionate about the program, and it seemed like a program that made a difference, and that is important to me. And so it was really easy to get involved in the program and to feel like a part of the family, in a way. And
I understand you've come up with some clever ways to introduce scientific concepts and the scientific process to the kids. Playing some games? Tell us about one of those, if you would.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different activities. We like to do some that maybe have an art side, some that have a more inquisitional, like with magnifying glasses and everything. And then we always have a game to kind of have them get some of their energy out. And so one of them that we did recently was about turtles. And so they got to experience kind of what the life of a turtle would be like, and some of the difficulties of being a turtle and some of the challenges that they would face in trying to continue their lives. And
making a game out of it always makes it more fun and more accessible.
Exactly, and it makes them be able to connect with the material in a different way. So.
Marianne, what do you think is the most valuable part and the most rewarding part of this program?
Well, two things come to mind. One is that the learning is really authentic for these kids. So they come away really knowing and understanding in a new way because they have created the information on their own. They've discovered it themselves. And I think that's really important. In science, we don't have the answers to things. Scientists look for the answers. And in 4-H on the Wild Side, we don't teach about science. We allow kids to be scientists and to discover things on their own. And the other really,
I was going to say, what a great way to approach it.
And I think the other really important thing is that there's a lot of relationships that are built through the program, especially with the teenagers.
Well, that's obvious from talking to you, Bonnie. Thank you all for taking on this rather brief walk on the wild side, but sounds like a great program.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
To join the conversation on the different ways to explore our world through STEAM learning and the hands-on approach to science, text us or join us on Facebook. We hope you'll do that.